Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Mr. Paul goes for coffee. I'm in the Pelican restaurant. I tell you what, the view and the people watching is something that is quite simply worth dying for. As you can sit here for hours, by the way, in the background, looking out into the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And of course, watch the people go by and perhaps decide whether they should be wearing a blue t-shirt or not, or perhaps smoking on a cigar. I tell you what, doesn't get much better. If you're looking for a place to come for a holiday, Paphos should be at that very top of your list. And it just so happens on the little channel known as Marika and Me, very soon indeed, the website will be up and running. That's of course marikaandme.com, and you guys will get the chance to win a holiday. Yep, you heard me correctly. The value will be around about €5,000. What you're going to get: the flights from your airport into downtown Paphos, transfer from the airport to a luxury hotel, 7 nights all inclusive in that hotel, and of course on top of all of that, yeah, wait for it, Mr. Paul is going to give you €1,000. There it is, in hard cash, and that will be given to you to go and spend in and around the downtown Paphos and promenade and harbour area, so you'll be able to get a meal quite simply to die for. Anyway, like I was saying, Mr. Paul has come for a nice hot latte, and the girl in charge, that's Eleni, the manageress of the Pelican restaurant, has very kindly given me a glass of homemade lemonade. That's nice. I think I'll be coming again, that's for sure. So, what's new on the channel? What's coming? Where's Marika, is what a lot of people are saying. Well, she's out in downtown Tbilisi, Georgia, hanging out with Dada, that's her mum, of course, our Miss Hope, and she's hanging out with her auntie Elsa, of course, that's our Miss Elsa. And on top of that, one or two of the family members are popping in as well. I'd like to say a big shout out to our lady Susan, who tunes in and always says thank you, I enjoyed that. Thank you very much, Susan, for tuning in. And Ella says thank you very much indeed for your kind comment. She also says thank you very much to all the other guys that have given her some nice comments. Now, I'm going to take you for a little look at another girl in the Pelican restaurant, and there she is. And she's looking that little bit gloomy because it's not that busy at this time of day. And Coco the Pelican is there, posing and dreaming of you. Of course, if you come to the Pelican restaurant on an evening, you get to sit in the back of house, which is where we always hang out, or you could go to the front of house, which is just over yonder. And of course, like all those wonderful people, you could feast your eyes and digest upon the menu, and you can wine and dine yourselves as you sit right on top of that blue Mediterranean Sea. It really is a menu to die for. There's Princess Addis waving out. There's Gary, he's the assistant manager. There's Bonsoir, and there's Ahmed. He is a great Zamalek supporter. That's it's a top team in Egypt, by the way. When I lived in Egypt as a small boy, that's the team that I used to follow, and I used to fight it out with Heliopolis. But anyway, our girl in charge of the show, there she is. She's still looking that little bit glum. So why not come down to the Pelican restaurant, Paphos Harbour, and get yourself a spectacality of a photograph indeed. Now, I'd like to do a big shout out to some of the guys that like to watch the show now and again. Perhaps if your name is Lord Mark of the Peacocks. Yeah, big shout out to you. And hopefully you are going to come to Paphos very soon. Don't forget to bring your beautiful wife, Lady Cheryl, with you, and don't forget the two princesses, Princess Amelia and of course Princess Abigail, because we'll be waiting for you. We really will. Now, who else can we do a shout out to? I tell you what, there is an Israeli gentleman that lives in downtown Middelfart. Yep, that's the name of the town, believe it or not. Apparently up the road is a place called Big Fart, and just down the road is a place called Little Fart. There we go. And perhaps they live in the county of Whoops. Who knows? But a big shout out to one of our very early followers. And of course that is our Viscount Ronnie. Yep, he's a Viking because now he lives in Denmark. But I've given him a proper title, and he is now our Viscount Ronnie. And he is a prolific commenter. And of course he likes to come to Paphos. And in October when you come, we'll be sitting on this table like last time, waiting especially for you. Here's some guys now come to get a picture with the princess known as Coco the Pelican. This is what it's all about. She's like a little pussycat, perhaps like a little pussycat in downtown Norfolk. Yeah, hopefully she's not going to fall off the TV cabinet, but a big, big pussycat and a purr to our Princess Charlotte. And of course a big, big hello to Lady Alice. And of course, Lord of the Neil. You're coming to Paphos in September, and we'll be waiting for you in the downtown Paphos Harbour. Let's have a little slurp on the coffee. Let's keep the tongue going, shall we say. Who's in town at the moment? Let me think. Dame Anne's here. We met a couple the other day all the way from Newcastle. Her name was Samantha. He was a Newcastle fan, didn't like Manchester United. And who else is here? I'll tell you who else is here. One of our favourite crews. They are the Nantwich crew. They're in Paphos for another night. They're going to join us in the Paphos Pelican, and we're going to have a spectacality of a night indeed. As we speak, they're actually out in the blue Mediterranean Sea. They're on the Ocean Vision. That's the big boy. That's the super cruiser in the Paphos Harbour. What is it? Well, all-inclusive, 5-star luxury super cruiser. It's got 5 decks, it's got an underwater deck, it's got it all. And it's got live entertainment, there's singing, there's dancing, there's prancing. And if you very, very lucky, could even be that little bit of romancing. And guess what? We are going to be giving you the opportunity to win tickets onto that big boy. That competition will be coming very, very soon indeed. What's it going to cost you? Well, the value of 2 tickets is approximately €200. You're going to get the chance to win both of those tickets for only €10. That's all it costs per entry, but it gets even more exciting than that. There will only be 249 tickets. Yes. So that must mean that the odds of winning are much, much higher. And of course, there will be a magic ticket as well. That's a ticket where Misochi will receive a booth. We'll read through the comments and the people who purchased the tickets and choose at random out of the Vase of Truth one name. And she will enter that into the Vase of Truth. So there will be 250 names in there. One will be chosen and it will be live. And you could be winning 2 tickets on the Ocean Vision Super Cruiser in the downtown Paphos Harbour. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the cigar, because if your name is Baron Von Cigar, you're wondering what it is. It's an Epico. It's the shorter one. It's long enough, shall we say. And it really is very, very nice indeed. And you know what? I've come to the Pelican restaurant for a coffee, and in my opinion, Michaela, that's the girl in the bar there, makes a very, very good coffee, but not quite as good as the lemonade which was made by her sister, because that is lemonade that is quite simply to die for. Let's take you for a quick look in and around the Pelican restaurant, because this is what it's all about, coming to the harbour and getting yourself a bite to eat or a drink, walking up and down, seeing some of the attractions. You've got the Paphos Harbour coming up to the left. That's where all the boat trips are, and that's where you pop in and perhaps have a girl and a chat with our sexy Roxy, and of course the man with the sexiest legs in the world. That's our Major Tom. They're the guys in charge of PaphosSeaCruises.com. Now the girl in charge of the show, she has decided to come out and do a little bit of a show. She's gone to see the man in charge of the evening service, and of course that is a one and only Marinos. And there she is, Coco the Pelican, and she's waiting. She really is waiting, especially for you. Marinos, I can see you're in charge of the girl. You all right? Yeah? There she is. Yasu Cokes. You're going to eat me live on camera, yeah?
Enjoy the sun, but too hot today.
It's very hot, isn't it? You know, it's about 40 degrees today.
40 degrees.
That's what they say. About 40.
Why you tell me that? Now
Yeah.
I feel warmer.
Now you're feeling warmer. Coco is going to join, of course, Marinos for lunch. There she is in the downtown Paphos promenade. If you want a picture of her, well, get yourself on that big bird, because there they are, people posing for pictures with Miss Coco and of course Marinos, and of course Bonsoir is here as well. We're going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, all the fun and games are in the downtown Ked of Paphos Harbour. The Pelican restaurant, it's where it's at. And if you're looking for Mr. Paul, and of course the most beautiful woman in the world, on an evening, this is where you are going to find us. I'm going to go and finish my big boy, and I'm going to go and finish my coffee, and of course that rather nice glass of homemade, refreshing lemonade. Don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's how you can gift us that virtual coffee or two. Here comes the big man himself, and of course his girl is following him in the background. They do, they want to take pictures of that superstar, and of course that superstar, which is Miss Coco the Pelican. There she is, posing together in the Pelican restaurant. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Thanks, Marinos, and we'll see you very, very soon indeed.
For sure, in a bit.
In a bit, yeah? In a bit, in a bit. Yasu Coco, go on, follow your man. She likes to follow him around, by the way. Sit in the shade, Miss Coco, that's what I would say. Wow, she really is an absolute superstar. There she goes, back out on show. The main event in the downtown Ked of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. Of course, the legend known as Miss Coco. Wow, absolutely amazing. You have got to come and see it. Look at that. She's following her man in and around the downtown Ked of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. We'll see you again very, very soon indeed.